What the hell going on with Solo Sikoa and Bloodline or whatever this is with Bloodline? Uh, them dudes are unhinged. They is off their rocker. They out here wilding. You know what they make me think of? They make me think of when, like, you could say it's any scenario where it's like you going off to college, or like you leaving, you finally moving out your folks' house. I was like, or your parents is not there. Basically, you're not around your parents. Your parents not there. You're not being supervised or whatever, and you just start wilding. You just start being like, oh, I get to do what I want to do. That's basically what it feels like when now that there's no Rock and definitely no Roman. That Solo just over here just being like, all right, so I'm about to throw a wild party. I'm about to go do some hood rat shit with my friends. I was like, I'm gonna go to the fraternity party. Like that's what it sounds like when your parents are just gone and you just got this freedom. Cause he out here just taking it from everybody of just like oh I was like oh that I was like you my brother. I'm sorry, I love you, but death. Kevin Owens, I was like, oh, you thought she was cute with that little remark from like last week. Aha, okay, death. And the funny part is that we're all like, oh man, Solo is being crazy, and he's over here being at the top of the bloodline right now. Except for he has someone who's crazier, and that's Tama Tonga. And that dude over here was like looked like a dog off the leash at Nick Aldis when Aldis was telling him to put it down. And he was over here like I had him. And I'm just saying that's one of the things that you learn in life that some people want to wake up to violence, and that's the people you don't mess with. That's the people that might be good to have on phone calls in case something pops off, but that's not the people that you want to necessarily always be around, have in your circle for regular stuff. You get what I'm saying? Uh, and you know, I was like, I will say this has been in in just 2 weeks. Solo character is all different. There's actually something to him where people is liking it, you know, because it's like okay, cool. He's not this boring, dry. I just come out for interference person. You know, there's actually something to him. Uh, but also he's now getting heat that's like heat. You know, like he was like, you know, like I've seen people say like the Dom heat, where it's like, God, he was trying to talk at everybody, boo, boo, we want Roman, we want, but he's also doing like the character of like, kind of like you don't know what they're gonna necessarily chant. So them being like, "We want Roman," and him just like having a look on his face like, "You mother," like yo, I'm here, kind of you know. As Paul Heyman's over here being a nervous wreck, shaking. Uh, but yeah, no. First of all, I was like, Solo in a nice ass suit. I'll give him that. Uh, but they were looking for Kevin Owens. I guess it didn't matter because he asked that to Paul Heyman. But I was like, he already had the boy on it, so I don't even know why he asked. Kevin Owens a bloody mess, just dripping from the side and all red. Uh, and it looked like it was all right. I mean, well, nah, it was all right. But Tonga's in the ring. Kevin Owens was getting escorted out, and then Owens with his badass self, always, you know, never backing down, never saying die until it was time for him to pretty much die, and it was close because I was like, if they could have, they would have jimmied his ass. That's not gonna be a verb now. The Kevin Owens, and now it looks like Kevin Owens is also going to be. I mean, if you're Kevin Owens, you gotta be tired of this because you've been fighting the bloodline since it started. Think about it. I was like, I feel like he been fighting the bloodline since the pandemic. It's ridiculous. I was like at this point in time, I like, dude, you just gotta leave. You just gotta like go. You just like gotta go to move shows. Go to. I was like, go to Raw, go to NXT. They ain't nothing about the NXT. I mean, but other than, that's in. I don't know what they. I don't know what he gonna do. Uh, but I do like if they just start running down a checklist of people that they need to take out. Maybe I was like that either has crossed that has always been a thorn in the bloodline side, or I was like, I'm guessing like maybe they may interfere and do something again with Jimmy and his title match. Um, I was like, but I don't know if you want to do too many. Like, like, will they go after Sammy? Will they go after? I was like, LA Knight because he was a problem with for them for about a couple of months. Like, will they do stuff like that? That I was like, that'd be, or is it just gonna be like people just like how like Kevin Owens just said that little thing to him in that bottom where it's like somebody else, like who's somebody I could get beat up. Carl Anderson. Like maybe like Carl Anderson said something where it's just like they get into it and it's just like, oh, you ain't big stuff without your big cuz here, or something. I don't think he speak like that, but that'd be fun if he did. I was like, I don't know, but I'm excited to see where this goes. Like I think they should just come out and they should just attack people. They should just attack people until they feel like they get whatever they want, which we don't know. We don't know if that's like their spotlight back, the runs things how they wanted to. Solo just assert his dominance. We don't necessarily know, but I'm here for whatever destruction is caused. I was like, whatever is going to make them even stronger. What it is, I was like, we don't know. I was like, Tonga, you don't need to know who he is. All you need to know is you don't mess with him because that's a problem for you and whoever that is involved. That's something that we don't do. I advise you not to. Yeah, don't even say his name on Twitter. Don't even do that. Uh, yeah, no, but I was like, they did a really good job of just in 2 weeks making those two characters something. Already got storylines. Always seeing how this is going to weed into other things. Uh, But yeah. Solo's off his rocker and he doing his thing. Anyway, that's it. I was like, I know that's the only thing we really took from SmackDown when there was other stuff like Stratton and Naomi and Bailey and all them and stuff like that. But that because throw the ones up. I guess it's still the same thing, right? But anyway, until we see where this goes, until next time, peace.